Quit it.
Hello, gents.
Hiya. Is that Kaz?
Yes.
Hello, young. Hello. Hey, that's a weird looking gi.
It's got a new trend. Hey, Cass, how are you?
Hey, how's it going? All right.
Good, man. Good.
Good, thanks.
Is Stevie as well? Got Stevie there.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
How's it going, brother? Are you practicing with the baby?
No, I've not seen him for 2 weeks now. I've been doing a lot of work. Only me now instead of 7 guys.
All right. Staying away, huh?
Staying away, just work and get through this period.
Wow.
Crazy times, brother.
It is, but things like this get us through it.
Oh, we got Vincent Logan back. I'm guessing that's Asher. Unless Logan's going to work on a single leg X.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Still doing it. Hi,
Hi,
guys.
Hi.
Oh.
You look comfy.
Hi, Mel. Hi, Patrick.
Hey.
Hi, Steve.
Hey,
Who are you training with, Mel? Is it Tegan? Let's see. You want to see? You want to say hi? Come here. Say hi to everyone.
Loginho!
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
This is not yours. Go and bring your bowl. Mommy's going to help you eat. How is everybody doing? How are you guys coping?
It's all good.
Is it all good?
All good.
That's
Hey,
good.
Stevie. How's it going? I can see you now.
Where are your geese? How are you going to train?
How are you guys?
Hi, Hannah.
You guys.
What are you doing, buddy?
They're watching. They're gonna be. It's gonna be like a performance.
Perform.
Hannah.
It's Hannah.
Hi. Let me get this one.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Where is Yogi Hannah? Honestly, I expect.
I have an
Oh, you
injured
can't
knee,
train.
so I'm
She's got a bad knee.
not training.
She's not even able to.
We got the Herberts.
The Herberts, Cody.
Hi, Corey. Hi,
Hey,
Gemma.
Gemma.
Hey, we got Sydney. Professor Sydney. Professor Glenn.
Nice to hear, Hannah. There we go, Sydney.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave you to the train whenever the train.
We'll start now, guys. Just a couple more minutes. Wait for a few more guys to join in. We're gonna get started. You guys, I'll try my best to make it as entertaining as possible, throwing around Simon around.
Sorry,
I will
what?
try.
Sorry, what's this?
I was just trying to make entertaining.
Can you make him
Go
squeal?
the ginger.
We'll enjoy that.
Hey,
Larry.
Lá no quarto ele já vem. Fala pra mim.
What's up, Larry?
hello.
Oh, are you awake?
We got Dave back on as well.
Ele não desceu ainda.
I'm guessing it's just Dave this time.
Yes, this time
Not
is
the whole rest of the family.
nice one, guys. We're gonna get started now, okay?
Okay, have fun, guys. I'll see you all soon.
Thank you. I'm gonna mute you all so we can
Let's
so
go.
you guys can hear us better, okay? But if you would like to talk to us at any moment, you feel free to unmute yourself and you can just talk, okay?
Olha na cozinha dele.
Okidoki.
Vai demorar. Vamos fazer as duas.
All right, everybody. So for those who are there watching and not gonna train, it's not a problem at all. We're gonna be talking about techniques, about thoughts, about everything. So please feel free to integrate with us at any time. We're gonna do the class as usual. We're gonna do the warm up, and we're gonna go to the stand-up technique, and then we're gonna go to 2 techniques on the ground. So anytime, please, let's make this interactive. That makes this the point of having this collaboration here. So let's get started, guys. Get together. It's about now. Ready for start jumps, guys? Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
On your back. 20 toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Let
10.
go of your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hand up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Look into the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ears to your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hip and skip on your spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ready for break follow? All together, if you're training, mind your ground, guys. Let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Nice one, guys. Stretch your body. Sit up. Right leg forward, reaching for your toes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Both legs forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Butterfly. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Splits. Elbows to the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
On throw legs. Rock backwards and forwards. Hold and stay. Come back slowly. All right, guys. So that's what we're gonna do over here, everyone. We're gonna be working on a technique that we'll be following up since last week. We're giving some really good connection progression between the techniques here. So one sec, if I get here, Professor Simon, please. We're gonna begin when Professor Simon is reaching for a collar, and I'm willing to react fast enough and break the grip and put him in a position of discomfort. Okay. When I break the grip, it's not good enough just to break. I have to make sure I maintain the grip, and I circle around the back. This is one of the things that's going on. He's trying to circle around to protect his back. So I'm trying to kind of search around here until I'll be able to make a transition. Holding the collar and enter my hips right inside. At this moment, you can see, I'm not gonna do, you can just, if you don't have mats, just use that moment to pick the person up. But here, as I have the mats, I can just continue to have the throw. There we go, nice. Look again. When I break the grip, one, I circle, circle, circle. Let me show you the ender here, guys. As I'm circling here, he's following so he doesn't give his back. It'll be the perfect opportunity to switch the collar and enter my hips inside the armpit gap. Look. Straight away I've got it. See? It's a little bit of a trick here. I have to always be sensitive to the reaction because, of course, if at any moment, if I reach this overgrip and I win, I can always attack the back. I can always circle and strip the leg like we did last week. I also could do a few other things here. But now, one of the things that I can pull guard as well, like I did yesterday, coming over here with a cross pull guard straight to a triangle. But what I want to focus on is on the throw. So as I'm circling and he hides his back, look, I enter on that gap. So basically my hips is entering through the gap that I created here because I had a position here. See, as I'm circling, look, I enter my hips on that space. So I have to keep creating that gap by pulling the arm. So I cannot just take for granted this. I go around, circle, look, straight away, I've got the throw. So if you partner with someone, okay, it's very important just to, if you don't have the ground to take down, just enter until you can pick the person up, okay? If you don't have anybody to practice with, we're gonna be a solo drill, very simple, the solo drill, okay? We're just gonna do a typical entry. You can just imagine yourself in a position and you're gonna go into an entry. And one of the things I like to do about this solo drill is because what makes it fast is your ability to pivot on the ball of your foot and be able to turn your hips. If you're going in your position, your hips are taking too long to enter, your throw is already off. So the leg which is in the front is the leading leg. Once I pivot that leg, I can change into my hips. But if my toes, my front toes, the one that enters, is not in the position to get the hip engagement, I will not get the throw really well. So if you can see very quickly here, if I had to go into this throw, look at my foot. If my foot is pointing here and I'm trying to enter and my toes are not pointing where I want to enter the throw, the flexibility of my hips is very little. When I pivot the toes, look, and I pivot here, look, my hip enters much better. Can you see? There's a big difference about knowing how to pivot your toes. So as I enter here, I'll be going that look. I have to point my toes to where I want to take the person down. So it would be the same if you have a body where you can practice. You can just work a little bit here. Look, one, and pivot. See? Oh. Every time you enter the hips, it's nice engagement. See? If you don't have that engagement, you're not gonna get it. So you can work with me if you have a partner. just work the takedown yourself. If you're alone, you can just use a little drill, imaginary, put a little line. Always you enter, you pivot and try to bring your feet in the same line. Look, see the other foot is the same line. So you can even mark a line in front of you.
Maybe use a belt.
Maybe use your belt, whatever you can put a line, just make an invisible line in your head. Your feet is to be straight. So mark the line and go. Every time you enter, your hips are powering to do it. Because what other things that happens if you don't have a good power in the hips? You enter like curving your back like this. And then when you want to enter, just 1 second, if the person pushes the hip into me, and it's a lower back pressure, it's already hurt me. If I ever enter a takedown, that I have to make myself arch that way to enter, technique is off. You cannot enter, so you have to power with your hips. When you enter here, look my back, how it looks a bit more curved. I'm pushing with this, but never with that. I can never try to create space. And guys, I learned this when I was 16 years old, because I tried to do this to someone grown up, and I think I got a stress fracture from that day, because I was not fully formed. That went for a throw, and the guy was a grown up and I was a teenager. I entered like, tried to figure out, and the guy did this power hip. They did, boom, my friend. I went with my back, I collapsed. I spent 6 months limping, and I had to wait for so long to actually go back to training. And that was the biggest thing, the biggest challenge I had. It was for poor technique, applying hip throws and poor technique. So I remember very well that every time I'm gonna enter with it, my hip is bent, and I'm powering him. And you can, Professor Simon felt that when I enter, I impact. Look, my hip picks him up. Look, oh, the more power I have on my hip, the more bounce I have, see? And now my back is safe. So this is a very important moment. So when you're doing the solo drill by yourself, don't just go that. You ready? Hips are in position. Hip in position. So you go. Every single time. So you can do that with me. I'm gonna put for time. So one person is gonna go there with the solo drill. And if you have a partner, just use that time to practice the technique itself.
Can I tell you a funny story before we start?
Please.
Just to give you a second. So I demonstrated this specific technique to my students. So I've been running through the GB2 program, Professor Victor's GB2 program, and I taught that exact technique. And because the arms of my partner are in a strange place, as I did the throw, he elbowed me somewhere really, really soft. No. And I had to take a little 5-minute break before I carried on teaching the class.
Oh yes, that's painful, guys. Please don't do that.
No. I just thought I'd share that with you guys.
Well, I'm gonna go to sleep with that thought.
So how long would you like, Professor? 2 minutes?
2 minutes, please. Let's go. Right. If you're a partner, I'm gonna be here watching you guys practicing. So if you can get your camera so I can see you, that'd be great. Let's go, guys. Ready, set, go. I can see you, Corey. Got 1 foot in front, Dave. Get that foot, lead with 1 foot in front, 1 foot back. Now you're gonna pivot your hips to the other way is better. If you have your left foot forward, if your left foot is forward, you're gonna enter with your right around the right. So basically, the pants, the trousers with the logo, if it's the one in front, which one do you have in front? Let me see. So if you have that side, Dave, the logo pants, the right leg goes behind. You don't go all the way in front. So the leg which is behind, the one without the logo, it just turns backwards with the throw. Lead and pivot on your ball of your feet. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Let's go, guys. How long left?
1:10.
1 minute and 10 seconds left. Keep going, guys. 1 minute. Yeah. There we go. Feel it. Enter. Go, Alari. Make sure that it's always pulling space for your hips to enter under his armpits. That's always very important. You break, go around the back. Circle to the back. Go break around the back. Go, 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 go. He's gonna circle back. Go
Grab the
catch the
collar.
collar and enter. Woo! You grabbing the collar nicely? Get the collar, Professor. Switch the hand to the sleeve to the collar. There we go. There we go. 20 seconds left, guys. 30 seconds. Break. Around the back, around the back. Grab. Right hand on the collar, enter. Go. Boa. Nice. Let me see here. Nice smell. There we go.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. We're going to switch to the other person. Nice, Professor Mel.
5 seconds.
Nice switch to the grip collar there. That was really nice.
And time.
Nice one, Glenn. With
right.
Corey. Good work, Corey.
Get ready to swap over.
Swap
Professor.
over. The other person practice now. Let's go. Ready, set, and go. Guys, if you have any questions as well, if you're not practicing, please, don't hesitate. Just unmute yourself and just talk. Let's go, Dave. Make sure, Dave, you're balanced. Try to get yourself on the ball of your foot. So when you turn, take a look at me, Dave. When you have your foot there, you're going to turn. You're going to find balance and still position here, right? Don't lose your balance on the right or left. Try to keep your weight on the ball of your foot. There you go. A little bit wider legs will help you to keep a better balance. Okay, your legs are coming too short. If you're going to be heel the feet together, you're going to have low balance. Make it like as wide as your shoulder. Oh, see how I'm finishing here, Dave? That's the position here you want to be. You don't want to keep here. Here's too short. Wide base, so you have a nice, good position of the hips.
Okay, 1 minute to go, guys.
Go, Filipinho. Nice, nice entry there, Filipinho. Go on the back, collar and go. Collar entry, go. As it goes, you enter. So, one of the things, Philip, Coach Philip, look at this, please. When you break in the grip and you're going around, look, when he circles, I want to enter here. Look at this. See, I go under the arm. So it's a quick transition here. Look. See that? That is no let it go. So he moves the arm. Go, take your arm away, please. Now I enter, and maybe I give my back. Okay. So you need to be here. Look, circle. Look, catch from the inside. Look, I caught his arm. Look, woo! It's a powerful throw that is. But if you lose the time. Nice one, guys. Any questions? You got it, Dave? The feedback of the toes feet a little bit further away. Okay, nice. So we're gonna progress now. Corey, let's get back over here. We're gonna learn some technique. Professor, we're gonna continue from the ground, but I wanted to just go back and review a few things. Okay, we're gonna be here. Oh my guard. Standing up, Professor. Be standing up. Gonna be open guard today. Open guard stuff. It's the progression, right? So from closed guard, you always end up in open guard at some point. Now, let's talk about problems that we have from here. Okay, one problem that I have is this grip. I don't like it. So every time somebody grips me here, I'm already in trouble. So if I can, I'm always gonna break. Second, I want to have some sort of control over his leg, which is the Della Riva guard, outside hook guard. So I get the pants. But that is a catch here. If I have sleeve in two hands and I have Della Riva, I've got a good power. Maybe I can pick him up. There's a few things I can do here, but usually there's a pressure. The person trying to move, they circle around. I end up losing my guard, and I eventually have to figure out open guard. So I have a need to attach myself to the leg. So as soon as I can, I keep it tight and I catch into the leg, and I will keep the Della Riva. Go forward this way. And off there, can you see guys well? Yeah. Yeah. So can you see, as soon as I have Della Riva, I can see Professor Simon already pushing my shin down. Man, automatically when he pushes my shin down, I'm already on alert mode. I'm not gonna settle for this, of course. And because I had this before, he wouldn't be able to do that, but he was free with his legs. When I made a decision to focus on his leg, I should expect that he's gonna clear that. So whenever that happens, I need to make sure I do something to him, which is to balance it off. As soon as he tries to push, I will put the foot on the floor and notice how my knee changed direction. He's putting my shin down. My knee, look guys, closed in. And I still maintain. And the reason why is this, because if you push the shin down, my legs get split into a split, which makes me weaker. And now he can dictate. But once he presses my shin, I let him push my shin down and put my knee up, look. Now, he feels like my shin is down, but it doesn't get him free. Try to move around, Professor. Look, there we go. And I do this together as I push the knee. Look, 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 there we go. Nobody likes this, guys. Every time I get pressure, he goes to pull. Look, 1, 2. And my knee is constantly putting pressure there. He doesn't like this. So once I manage to push, I'm not gonna stop here. I'm gonna take advantage to sit up. And I will grab the leg. And this, guys, this is the basic technique. But again, I'm trying to keep this level of techniques that you all know, you all understand, most of you guys have seen before. If you didn't see it before, it's a good basics to have from open guard. But I'm trying to catch into the problems that usually most people have to implement this. So look again, I know that the person is pushing, I go 1, 2, sit up at the same time. I'm closing 2 gaps at once. I'm shutting my knee down so he doesn't win with the push of my shin. I'm pushing his leg away, so I take his weight off to the other leg. So whatever he was doing towards this side is no longer relevant. I'm using the momentum of the push to the sit up so I can catch the leg. And I also have the other leg. Professor, can you just circle this way? Go over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When I push, guys, look, I was here. He pushes, I go 1 and sit up. But look at this leg, still in, and I curl as I hug the leg. Now, this leg is not moving fast. See, he cannot take this leg away. I'm actually pinching that leg. And this other leg here is still maintaining pressure. Professor, can you do another 360? Yeah.
I'm gonna have to swap with Karen in a minute. My back is having the most fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Karen, can we do a swap, Karen?
Of course you can, yeah.
Bad back problems. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. So I have here, this is tall people's problem, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
So once I push the leg, I sit up with the momentum as I grab the leg. So notice I have the curl of my leg and the pressure on the knee. Most people tend to do those things and they get relaxing. They get easy here. And they feel like they are doing a good job. But yes, you do a half good job. The ideal world is to keep annoying her with this. She's trying to push the leg out somehow. Look, I keep bringing it in. If it goes back, I go back in. If it goes back up, no. See, that's very important. And another part here is when I'm sitting up, I know she's going to try to pull up myself because she wants to create a good balance and put pressure on my hand. So as this is happening, I put my hand over my hand. Go, go. There we go. See, I'm pulling my own hand. I'm supporting my own grip, and then I pass the hand to the other side. And now that I still have 2 hands. And now if she tried to pull again, I already balance it out by having collar. So it's like everything's coming to a strain here. She's pulling, I go, no, grip. Oh. Now I have this grip, it minimizes the pressure on my fingers. Now that I have that, foot on the floor, turn to the side, push the knee and pull the collar, look. And look what I finished, guys. I want to finish over that knee. And this is, again, the things that I see a lot. People get the sweep and they don't think about the next stage. I sweep, try to maintain this position. And now for those who've been watching my brother, know this is already the beginning of the cradle pass. Okay, this is the beginning of the crush. So if you're not familiar with the cradle pass, don't worry, just get the head. Just pass it around and you can just mount straight away. Very nice. Watch again, guys. The Riva with 2 hands is good, but she can move. I go 1, boom, but she's gonna push straight away to my knee. That's what she does. close, push, sit up, and straight away to the hand. She's gonna posture. Keep. Another thing, guys, that gives me a lot of leverage and a lot of control is when I pull, and my arms are not floating like this. And my arms are really close to my ribs. And I attach myself into that pressure. So when she tries to pull it, look, I'm supported with this. Once my arm is here, and now I probably lost. Elbow and reach. She's gonna try to break it, look, much harder. It's much more tighter for her. Make the transition collar. Now with the final stretch, foot on the floor, turning my hips into the movement, and land right on the top of her knees. Head control, super tight. Grip something, go hand to hand. Knee stretch, and I got the mount. Leaving no much space. Do we have any questions about this, guys?
Oh, yeah, Philip. So meet.
Yes, I have one. When you have the change here, like with the leg, can you stand up, please? If I show you. So to maintain this leg over there, sometimes it's really challenging. If you make a bigger step, step, but I don't feel connected. So I don't know how to change. So I still just my toes to reach there, but I have really difficult on it.
Mm-hmm. So one of the things for sure, you're gonna deal with different height people. There will be a different pressure. So keep that same position again. So I'll show you how to feel.
Yeah.
There. If you get the De La Riva again, and you're pushing the knee, keep the arm straight and pass to the other hand. Keep your elbows tight. Okay. Yeah. Can you see that at this very moment you're touching his leg, and if you make your hips turn to the inside, so your bum's going towards the other leg, can you see there's more pressure to his leg? Because what you don't want to do is to just do this. Look, wait, you want to make sure you have your head is going forward. Your head goes forward, you have more pressure. Look, see? Put your head forward, your leg gets longer. Can you do that?
Yeah, I feel it.
Can you feel it now? When you put your foot on the floor, you're gonna have the other foot, sorry. You're gonna now hip more and pull the collar down. Do it once. Push the leg a bit longer and pull the collar. Go pull the leg. Can you see how your head is in a different position than mine? Your head is from here, look.
Yeah.
Your head gotta go there. Because your head is what makes your leg longer. Take a look at me one more time here. This is very important question, guys. Usually, if I'm a tall guy and I'm super tall, maybe I would just do it from here. I wouldn't even need much, but of course it's not the reality because usually there's references here. So I'm like pulling in and she's trying to pull tall or move the leg away. Try to move the leg further away. Look, I will go here and my leg go even further. See this part?
Yeah.
My head gotta go into it so I have more. Look, I can even push forward, but my head gotta go in. But if you try to do it from here, your leg gets even shorter.
Yeah.
So you there, I go, look. I can even now push even further. You know what I did that in the end? Look, let me say here. Thank you. Look, I'm going with the head. At the moment, look at my feet where it is. I'm going with the head. My feet's going here. Look at this in the beginning. Did you see this?
Uh-huh. You go forward.
My foot, I can go there, look.
Yeah.
Because that foot is not only to hip escape, but also to do this, look.
Pulling.
Look. So when I get the collar, hand, I go. Now, this is the thing, it becomes more advanced hip escape. This is like maybe a super hip escape. Most people just do this. When I want to get deep, I go here, look. I sweep with the super hip escape. And that is kind of it goes much further. And I don't waste too much time either. I don't go, stay here, right? I go, one. I'm already getting closer because I know it's gonna be a possibility.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Super. Yeah, totally. Thank you.
Dave, you have a question?
Yeah, I do. It's regarding the position of the foot on the knee.
Yeah, with
when
you,
you're
don't
doing
need to
that
put your head
turn.
forward. You can just stay back and just reach for. I'm just kidding. Come on, Dave. Can you bring the question again?
Yeah, I'm just conscious of. I mean, my legs are 36 inches, so I could be like literally making them do the splits, and I'm just conscious of hurting them. With respect to that, is there anything which you need as tall man? I suppose the question is for Simon, really, if you've done this before on people, that we need to be mindful of when doing this, and also what is key for.
So what I find is with higher level guys, I have to do the sort of thing that Victor's showing. So, you know, they'll be very good at defending. A lot of them are quite flexible guys. So I really have to rely on getting some good grips, that sleeve grip, and then go for the collar. But a lot of people, because my legs are so long, when I sit up and I push them, a lot of people are falling straight away. So when I'm sitting up and I'm pushing into them, I give that back leg such a push that they just fall. And that's one of the things I've found during my time, that I've got to be ready that when I sit up, I'm almost ready to take that top position straight away, because if I snooze when I push them, they fall over and they get back up again.
Dave, but I can also give you another suggestion. It's slightly different technique, but you will find very, very high percentage yourself. Because, for example, if I'm gonna deal with this part, if I push this, most people, my leg gets a little bit too far away. With you, because you have a long leg, you can push, and you can just stretch one leg and stretch the other. See how I'm using one leg across in front of the logo, and the other leg goes behind. And now I keep the grip that I had on the pants, but I can start twisting her around this way. Look, it's become like a little lever there. So that is a very good technique for people tall like Simon and like yourself. Another person who does a lot of it in the academy is Eric Bergman, the guy from Germany, really tall. He uses that technique like nobody else. Another guy in the academy who used to do a lot is Sabi, our Spanish brown belt. He went to New Zealand now, but he used to just get it.
Yeah.
And he's not even that tall as well. So I think that being able to use that through the leg, hook the front leg and the other leg on the back of the knee, and you make a little X, keeping the grip over here, Dave. Keeping that grip on the pants so otherwise the leg can come out, especially with your leg. Maybe it's long, but people can move in between your legs because there's gaps. So keeping that grip really attached so you can have that.
Yeah, that's one thing I was conscious of, because I've got a feeling I'll just get an elbow just coming into my thigh when I'm trying to get that arch, kind of move over, because it's.
If you have a good grip with the sleeve, there's no elbows there.
Right,
for real.
okay.
Just, it's all about keeping the good grip here. So you can do this, look, one, stretch and stretch. Now keep the good grip. There's no elbows there. She can try, but if she tried the elbow, I just turned it, look. Ooh.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. What, you just go straight into the mount from that then?
Yeah, we can go straight to the mount or straight to the sweep. Mount is not guaranteed. The real why is not guaranteed. It's because
when you flip her over, I'm just looking at how you come around.
Mount is not guaranteed because she has too much knees in the middle here. See? Sorry, Carl.
Yeah.
What I would do normally, I would go to the top and try to collapse the leg first.
Yeah.
When I collapse her legs, she would try to do different things. Then I would advance to the mount later.
Right, okay.
I would be more of a battle there, but I'm happy to go. Thank you, Carol. To the sweep. Just get the top. I'm already happy. Yeah. Anybody? Any other questions related to the Della River? Because the Della River, guys, if you think about it, I can try to give you some problems that you may face, and I will show you a little bit of the problems that sometimes happens. Anybody with another question there?
Anyone else?
No hands there. Maybe there's another person on the side talking. No. Okay, so look.
Oh, no, hang on a second. Philip, you got one?
Yeah, I think it's like another variation from the technique. It's more like, because what I used to do as well, instead of having the leg here, and I have the position settled here, instead of going there and going for the technique, I make a step back and put the hook here. Can you see that?
Yeah, shin to shin.
Shin to shin.
I feel like really quite comfortable with this. Do you have any recommendation what I can go further from this position?
Yes,
Like
yes.
Advice? Because I really see like a lot of time I'm in this position.
Yeah, because you lose the pressure of the leg, and it's a great position to be.
So I do have a single leg exercise.
Yeah. So shin to shin. So here, it's a very common position when you come over. You're losing control. You feel like this is happening, like you're losing the pressure. And if that happens, you need to stay focused on keeping the leg, and sometimes having the movement of the hip and go into shin to shin. Now you're no longer in the area of De La Riva. You change completely. The opportunities here, there are many. You can do just a forcing back and lift, 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 and go from single leg X. But personally, if I'm here, I don't see the need to sit back too much. I usually go to the far leg and dive. And now I keep this attached and I bring my hips inside. I go to straight to X guard sweep. Look, hip in. I don't waste too much time.
Yeah.
I go shin to shin. I'm there. I lost it. Oh man, I'm losing one, and I go here. See?
Yes.
Now I can just bring my hips under, and my other knee goes on the inside here. So I have one hand on the knee, one hand here. This foot goes behind her thigh, and I bring her forward. Look. Now that she's there, I bring my other leg inside, and I get a sweep straight away. Make sense?
Yes, totally.
It's actually one of my favorite, guys, to be honest. Every time I go shin to shin, and I think about going to single leg X, and then from single leg X, I try to go to X. I go straight to X and bang.
And Charlie's got the double grip variation on that one as well, doesn't he? With the double pant grip.
Yeah, he goes shin to shin and grab both pants, and he goes underneath and just kite his way up by having two pants control.
I've seen him do that in competition a fair few times.
Yes. This is basically, when you're looking at sweeps, guys, do you know what's the biggest thing for me? Is that sometimes, because the techniques can be so different, we lose track of actually what you're trying to do. You're trying to switch from one position to another position, but all those things that you're trying to do has a purpose. And if you're not really sure about the purpose, you make random decisions. For example, if Coach Carlos, she's standing, what's the concept of sweeping someone? It's basically taking the person's bases out and use the energy, a pressure that can divert from her current posture. She's there. What's the, sorry, can I come back over here this way? The most simple way that we learn from open guard, you hold the ankles and you push the legs and she'll fall. I clear my legs, I get to the top and I'm in the position, correct? What did I just do with this position? Let's analyze this. I held her both legs. So she now try to step back, Carol. She can't step back. Try to step forward, Carol. Good. Did you see? She couldn't step forward because my legs were pushing. She couldn't step back because my hands were holding. I managed to create an energy towards a place where she cannot support. She has no hands, no leg, no other leg to post. Her balance is off. So if you look into this technique and understand the core principle is enter a position where you can divert the directions and hold the bases for they don't have the posting hands or posting legs. So therefore, a sweep will always happen. Now, if I translate to what I just showed you, what do I have here? Man, I'm constantly keeping hold of this leg, and I know if I have one leg attached, what the other thing I need to do, according to the concept I just told you.
Take the other leg.
Make sure the other leg doesn't move. I did. Okay? Sorry, just so I can see that. Now I've got one leg and then the other leg. Now, what's the next thing I need to do?
Unbalance her posture.
Unbalance the person's body. So if you think about this, the best way to be efficient on breaking somebody's balance is by entering the center of their balance. For example, if you have a disc and you put a little marble in the middle of that disc, it's going to be very hard for the plate or disc to balance on a marble. Because if the marble moves a little bit, the plate will drop, So basically, I'm trying to be like the marble. I want to be underneath her with my center. So keep the leg one, leg two, go underneath her center balance. Now, guys, I am under. Now I just need to make the marble move, which is myself, without giving her the space for the legs. So this leg here becomes the marble. Look, move around, look. I'm moving the marble, but she cannot step. So essentially, I'll be able to sweep her. Sorry, Carol, one more time. But the only thing is, she's also moving. She's moving as well. She wants to step back. She wants to push my legs. So that's why I need to make sure I'm proactive with my marble. She's going to step back. For example, I go, oh, no, keep it tall. She doesn't bounce. See? Oh, she bounces. Now I have positions where I can lift her. Now she can't balance there. And she can't balance on that one very well. I lift one, I take the other one out. She's balancing, flexible. Take the foot away. Look. And then no foot on the floor. I can control the outcome differently every time, as long as I understand if I'm controlling both legs, I'm in the center of I'm the marble under that disc, but I keep the legs that I control, because that's the thing. People get it, but when they try to move the marble, they lose what they had before. You have to keep what you had before while you're trying to move the marble. Leaving the person only with one thing to do. Fall and use what? Hand. And now we're going to the second layer of breaking balance. You might break the balance of the legs, but the person still may have a hand here and then to maintain balance. So if you can then realize that and take away the arm or go to the side where the hand will not be able to protect, then you're making good decisions on when you're actually in a scramble, when you're not controlling the whole thing. You go, the person doesn't fall. How? Why did they not fall? I've got the two legs. Maybe they got a hand. Maybe they just counted the balance like a seesaw. Because if I'm falling back, what's the thing that happens here? Can you get extra makeup? Coach, please.
Yeah.
What's this?
It's at 8 o'clock today. I think everyone was
Oh, yeah.
completely forgot. So we're hearing people clapping outside.
Okay.
It's for the NHS workers.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Save the clock.
Appreciation for them.
Yes. So here,
Salar que hace-
if I'm here and I am the person who is really awkward, she's got maybe hold of my legs here, Carol. She's got my both legs. I'm gonna fall back if she pulls me back. But what I do to don't fall is go forward. And then when she goes forward, I sit back. When she pushes me back, I go forward. And I'm constantly trying to change my balance so she feels like she screws. I'm trying to make sure I break the grip. And that's why she has to capitalize into positions where my balance might not be so good. So that's why that techniques like this works. Because once I go underneath that center, I can divert and be proactive. Now, if I'm in the decision making and I'm making flawless transitions, before the person even posts, I'm already taken to the off corner. And that's hard to stop. And that's basically what I do. So if I'm going to here again with Coach Carol, I push, I go, she trying to go there, posture, I go 1, 2. Look, I'm already, oh, she's already balanced. Look, she's already falling. See? If she fell on one knee, I can just come up. Whoa. Oh. I was able just to take advantage. And then every time we do this, it probably will end slightly different, because she will try to fix the first option and then I will try to respond. So it's not entirely in my control how I'm gonna end. It's basically on Carol. And I always will use the shortcut. Whatever she gives the easiest, I'll follow through. But as long as I understand, no legs balancing, pressure to divert, I will always gotta get a position. Understood, guys? I know it's a bit of an explanation there, but I'm trying to engage with you guys more in a conceptual way, so people who are not practicing can remember and understand differently, and then maybe you can put a little light bulb in your head. I've been there before, I couldn't do it. Yeah? Everybody good with that one, guys? Okay, with that one, let's quickly water break just to recompose yourself a little bit in your brain and in my brain. And I'll be back in 2 seconds just to go and progress, okay?
Just had that fireworks now as well.
Is this something else more than this?
No, this is it. This is
There was something in the news about the.
Yeah.
Felipe tava tentando fazer a raspagem com a coisa. A gente chama que as pernas de Felipe é perna de mentiroso, porra. Tá ligado?
Perna de mentira.
É, porra. Porque mentira tem perna curta.
Puta, perna de mentiroso. Listen, guys, you gotta understand Portuguese to understand those jokes. You know, in Brazil, we say when somebody lies has short legs. It's easy to catch when they're running away. So basically, everybody, Coach Arari is saying that Philip has a liar's leg. So the technique is all we're doing him. Well, that means on that concept, Dave, you're always telling the truth.
He's jealous. He's just jealous.
I agree. With
Strong legs.
Yeah, it's true. Strong legs. To be honest, everything in the world of jiu-jitsu has advantages and disadvantages. Sometimes you see somebody with the long legs, you might feel like maybe they have a better balance, but there's a lot of gaps in between the legs. So that's the path to kind of make them frustrated. If somebody's shorter legs, maybe it's harder to go inside that leg, and they have more facility to close that gap. And it's harder to go into that center of gravity, you know, and that's why the game has to change, but then you can use the length of the legs to wrap more of the body. So that is like a compromise here and advantage there. Everybody has that. Some people are short and thin, some people are short and thick. Some people are tall and thin and tall and thick. Some people are tall and not very strong, but very flexible. Some people are tall and very strong and not very flexible. Everybody's different, right? And that's why I understand the concept of what you're trying to do is the exciting bit, because it doesn't matter who I'm going to train with. I'm going to try to figure out that puzzle that is a new environment with the concepts I already understand. So I will at least have a conscious chance to actually overcome that person with a different body style. And this is one of the benefits when you compete and you travel a lot, training, like doing different competitions, you fight different people. It's always, and somebody's always tricky. They're awkward in their own ways and very good jiu-jitsu. So then it's a brain jigsaw. You have to strategize before you enter the match, because you know that guy's got short, compact, strong legs, but he does a really good judo as well. But if I pull guard on that guy, there's not much space that way. I have to figure out space here and there. And that's a strategy. Here we go. But understanding the concept of how things look like, it does truly help. And the way we're developing jiu-jitsu is because of that, you know. So what time is it, guys? Am I going well at the time?
Yeah, but
It's fine. We have 5 minutes to go. It's the cool down, maybe.
Yes. So that's it, guys. Let's take advantage that we're here interacting. And I know that I didn't make you guys drill as much, but let's go back to the people who has a partner and get drilling and that technique again. And then if you're alone, you know, you try to just do that part of the sit-up sweep here. So you can be in the imaginary side. So you can push and come up. You can push and come up. You push the leg. And if you even think about it, you can pull the collar and go to the top and go back in. Push, sit up. And this is where we can try to build your muscles to be able to interact in that position. If you have a tighter abs, and you can sit up quickly, you're in halfway there. And if you can do this with one leg straight, Dave, okay? Do it with one leg straight.
Because Professor, it's good practice to get used to the push and the sit up together. Because I see a lot of students, they'll push people and stay flat.
And they stay here, exactly.
Yeah. And the person goes, whoop.
Yeah, exactly. It's happened very much. This happens a lot. And now I'm conditioned to do this. And which means hip flexors tension with the abs. So you go boom and stay. And this is everybody when they tell me they feel like their leg drops. They go like, ah. Is the hip flexors are not used to that. So be able to keep that leg.
Turned up just in time.
Yeah, usually it will make you do this all the time. And it's normal. And that's why this drill is important. So sit up, maintain. And you go to the other side.
5, 6,
Yes,
7.
it's double time.
Sorry.
If you got a partner, you go. If you don't, let's go.
So how long are we going to do, Professor?
You count. 2
Oh,
minutes.
2 minutes. I'm feeling mean. Let's go.
Yeah,
for
1
2
minute
minutes.
each leg.
Those guys that didn't see the class previous, I got beasted. Ready, guys? 2 minutes on one side, then 2 minutes on the other.
Let's go.
Let's go. And off you go, guys.
Go.
1, 2.
Very good. Ab workout day today, guys. I'm getting pushed. Hey. Let's keep going, everyone. All right, that's 30 seconds down. Let's keep working. How you feeling, guys?
Not bad.
Slowing down.
Slowing down. You think
Come
you're
on,
gonna?
guys.
We're gonna swap
Okay.
I was already drilling beforehand.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll swap halfway to the other leg so you don't die too much. I'm feeling, all of a sudden I'm feeling nice. I don't know why. 10 seconds on this leg, guys. 10 seconds on this leg. 5 seconds. Keep going. Keep up the pace. And ready, and swap to the other leg. All right. Swap to the other side now. Let's keep going. Swap to the other side. Everyone that's in the pairs, you can keep working on your technique. Okay, let's keep working. Working on the other leg now. Let's keep going. Keep that leg off the floor, Caro. That's it. Good. All right, 35 seconds.
Like that.
Oh, I thought it was in the middle either side.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's keep going. 30 seconds, everyone. 30 seconds.
It's worse.
Let's press the foot down.
20 seconds.
I'm gonna sweep anybody after today.
15 seconds, guys. 15 seconds. Let's keep going. You got this, Emily. Keep going.
Right,
Keep going. Everyone's gonna have some sore abs in the morning. 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Ready? And
Yes.
5.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. 5 minutes.
I burned. Happy today, guys. Thank you for the workout. Woo. Now, doing this exercise, I actually remember the workout that Coach MJ and Coach Rob makes me do in a daily basis when I go training, conditioning. It looks like this, guys. Keep yourself the back straight. Maintain this like here, like your legs as straight as possible. And you're gonna do a triangle with your legs like this. Yes. Back straight. I couldn't even lift this before.
Yeah.
Yes, left is better.
Feels like your hip flexors.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's good for your hip flexors.
Yeah.
Can you do wrong?
That's okay.
I can't do
It's not awful. And you can feel it definitely though.
Is that only me?
I think you just got heavy legs.
Yeah.
I feel like usually I have a strong leg, but this makes me feel like I'm very weak. Oh,
Okay.
is it only me, or you guys feel like it hurts as well? Hey, Tiga, now stop sitting back. I can see you. Back straight. Lift the leg and triangle, leg straight. Hey, don't touch the floor. Down. Really, she can do it. Oh, okay, guys, only me. It's only me. I don't know, there's something wrong with me.
We'll call it heavy leg syndrome.
Every time coach tells me to do this, guys, I cry. And that's why I probably have like so tight legs. I don't know. Guys, how about today? What did you think about the class today? Did you guys manage to get some good knowledge from it? I know that we're not training, we're not sparring.
Yeah, feel free to unmute yourself. I will unmute you all.
I did already. You can speak.
Thank you, Corey.
Yay.
Thank you.
You want to say something, Professor?
Basically, let's each one of you guys can speak a little bit. So let's leave. Let's each one of us speak a little bit. So I'll pass the word to Professor Glenn.
Yeah, you're good. Really good.
Yeah, good to see you, Professor. Corey, it's nice to see you engaging with us. Super happy to see you guys. Let's keep coming, okay? Dave, you're next.
Yeah, the tall man sweep worked pretty well. My wife came in and I tried it on her and it seemed to work quite well. So,
I like it. I like it. Post your feedback. I want to hear.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Thanks so much. Mel.
Yeah, it's a really good session. Really good. It's nice to see so many people on and joining in. Next time, a few more geese wouldn't go miss, but hey, yeah, it was good. Yes, Steve and Pat.
Nice,
Yeah,
guys.
Patrick Cassidy. Yeah,
How about,
I can see no geese.
yes. How about the solo drill? Do you think the solo drill is doing some good work for you guys?
Yeah, the solo drill was good, and I think you should put it the solo that last movement that you make it with the sweep as a solo drill will be nice. I think.
Yeah.
From here looks really nice. It's a drill. If you can put it, it will be nice.
Cool. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
So there we go. That was Philip. Philip, anything to share?
Yes, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who's watching the classes as well and engaging and making questions, and all for the good news as well, and for the thanks that I'm receiving, like in my private message as well. And I really want to thank you, professors, Professor Simon, Professor Victor, especially you all guys are an amazing team, and it's go really like deep in my heart, you know, and it's really nice to see the
Stay connected.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Professor.
Hashtag.
How about Luquinhas? How about you, brother?
So I just want to say thank you, Professor. You show everyone that you're a big inspiration. Like I just met you once in my life, and then you change everything for me. So I just want to say thank you, and see on the class that I was with you on the GB2 online, your emotion was that little thing that everyone needs to see and become an inspiration for everyone. Thank you, professors.
Thank you, Professor Lucas, for the great words, man.
Thank you, Lucas.
I really appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. It means a lot. Emily?
I'm trying to put my face there.
He was not there.
Thank you, guys.
Good to see you, Emily.
Hey, Emily.
Talk to you later.
Well,
Hannah Simmons.
Hey, yeah, no, it's been really good. It's been really good to watch videos, even though I can't join in. It's been really nice to see that people are joining in and getting into it. So yeah, thank you so much for everything, genuinely. We
are really happy to be able to do this for you guys. Steve Dudley.
Yes, thank you. First time I've been able to come on because I've been busy, but this is perfect what I need at the moment. Gets me out of what I'm having to deal with and just my bit of relief in life. Even though I can't get to maths, I've got the team around me, which is great. So yeah, go GB.
Thank you, Steve. Cass, my brother.
Thanks everyone. Thanks very much. I've been attending all the online stuff at the moment, and I might be tempted to wear my gi next time. So this is
Yes. Nice.
All
Let's
right,
do this, guys. Listen, just a quick one before we go. I'd like to say a big thank you, from the bottom of my heart, from staying connected. I know this is not the ideal world, but just to see you guys, stepping up, asking questions, and give you a positive feedback. For us, it makes what we're doing worthwhile, because we are doing just to stay connected, and we know that we're not able to connect with everyone yet. So the ones who are connecting, man, it makes us so happy. It's actually what we do. We wake up in the morning, look forward to come and connect with you guys. And just to maintain this livelihood going on, we know that usually we see each other most evenings in after sessions, after work, It becomes something that is part of our lives. And now to be able to continue to have that, even though it's not in the academy life, but this is at least it's as good as it can be. You know, we can talk to each other, we can see each other's faces, and that's like super good. You know, we know this is a difficult time for everyone, and it probably will start getting more challenging as the days go by. And this can be a really good outlet for that, for us to release some steam, talk, you know, see how other people are actually bringing their positive mindset to deal with this, so you can boost your energy, boost your motivation. And guys, don't stay alone at home. I mean, not alone, like, don't stay at home and don't work out. You know, you have to stay active. You need to find a way to release your endorphins. Okay, you gotta find it, because that makes you face all the challenges in a different mindset. I know it's hard sometimes to go and get active when you feel a little bit tired, because you're getting down too much in the house. You can get into a slippery slope, right? Get into that mode of watching Netflix and do nothing, and you don't look after your health as much. We need to make extra energy to connect, extra energy to train. Yeah, everything is extra right now. So let's build this routine. Build a routine, not just here in the session, but at home when you're there. Be active. Hannah, you can't do squats, do your push-ups, you know, try to do somehow ways to kind of move your heart rate up, just to get that little bit of a boost if you can, you know. I don't know how you can do this, but I'm sure you're creative enough to figure something out. And that's it, guys.
So a few things coming up, guys. Later on tonight, there's a GB1 class with Professor Flavio.
9 o'clock.
That's at 9 o'clock and online at racerbaja.com. Tomorrow we have our study hall at 6 o'clock. So guys, if you've got any questions or there's anything you want to discuss around jiu-jitsu, we're going to be with you guys for 50 minutes. And then it'll be over to Professor Draculino, I think, at 7 o'clock, who's going to be doing the session there. Then we're going to be back on Saturday. We're going to be having a GB1 class live with the team here at 11 o'clock, and then at 12:15 we've got a GB2 class to finish off the week. Okay, and I saw it posted a little while ago. If you want to do a bit of Baja Fit, then Professor Vivi is on at 10 a.m. PST, which I think will be 5 o'clock on Sunday. So we're going to start the week on Sunday.
I'm actually going to do that session.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it.
Could do with Baja Fit.
Yeah, I need it.
I ran up and down the stairs.
Guys, I'm getting heavier. You might not recognize me when you see me next time.
But thanks for joining us today, guys.
Thank you, guys.
It's been great to have you online.
See you guys around, okay? Thank you so much. Bow to the masters. Bow to each other. Boost, everybody.
Hey, well,
Take care. Have a nice evening, everyone.
Aí, Vitão, não é só tu que tá ficando, tá inchando, não, ó. Aqui. Aqui.
O Filipinho tá demais. Você tem que fazer mais barra feita, porra.
Oh.
Professor Simon, still waiting for the mats, eh?
Yeah. Catch you guys later.
Great session, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Obrigadão. Thank you, guys.
Congrats, Carol. Us.